The Haunting of Mr.Beast. In the heart of a remote forest stood a grand mansion, shrouded in mist and mystery. It was the residence of the renowned YouTube sensation Mr.Beast, known for his extravagant stunts and heartwarming acts of charity. Yet behind his charismatic smile and captivating content, a chilling legend whispered through the trees and echoed in the winds. Mr.Beast, whose real name was Jimmy, had acquired the mansion as his latest challenge. The sprawling estate had been abandoned for decades, its former inhabitants vanishing without a trace. Undeterred by the ominous history, Jimmy saw an opportunity to create the ultimate content piece, spending a night alone in the mansion. The mansion itself was an architectural marvel, with towering turrets, ornate stained glass windows, and intricately carved wooden doors. Despite its beauty, an eerie aura surrounded it, making even the bravest souls feel a shiver run down their spines. Jimmy was no exception, but he was determined to conquer his fear and give his fans an experience they would never forget. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the mansion, Jimmy entered with a camera in hand and a shaky smile on his face. The air inside was heavy with the weight of the past, and every creak of the floorboard seemed like a whisper from a long-lost soul. He explored room after room, each with its own unique ambience. A dusty library filled with ancient tomes, a grand ballroom frozen in time, and a dimly lit conservatory overrun by twisted vines. The night was quiet at first, broken only by the occasional sound of his footsteps and the soft hum of his camera. But as the hours crept on, strange occurrences began to unfold. Doors slammed shut on their own, paintings on the walls seemed to shift when he wasn't looking, and shadows danced in corners just beyond his vision. Jimmy laughed nervously, attributing it to his imagination running wild. As the clock struck midnight, a cold draft swept through the mansion, extinguishing the candles that had been casting eerie shadows across the walls. Jimmy's heart raced as he relit them, trying to shake off the uneasy feeling that had settled in his chest. He continued to explore, each room revealing more unsettling secrets than the last. In the heart of the mansion, he discovered a locked door that seemed to beckon to him. The handle was icy to the touch, and as he turned it, a voice whispered in his ear, a voice that sent shivers down his spine. He stepped inside to find a room frozen in time, as if the very air had been trapped in a moment long gone. Dust-covered furniture was arranged as if waiting for guests who would never arrive. In the corner of the room, a faded photograph caught his attention. It depicted a family, their smiles frozen in a moment of joy. Among them was a man who bore an uncanny resemblance to Jimmy himself. The legend suddenly became more than just a story. It became a chilling reality that sent a jolt of fear through his veins. A series of unsettling events followed. Phantom footsteps echoing in empty hallways, ghostly whispers that seemed to know his name, and a relentless feeling of being watched. Jimmy's nerves frayed, and his bravado gave way to genuine terror. He realized that the mansion held a dark secret, one that demanded to be known. Desperate to escape, Jimmy raced toward the front door, only to find it locked tight. Panic set in as the mansion seemed to close in around him, its walls shifting and warping like a living entity. In a last, desperate attempt, he burst to the grand ballroom, hoping to find a way out. As the clock struck 3 a.m., a piercing scream echoed through the mansion, a sound that would forever haunt the forest. The mansion stood silent once again, its secrets buried within its walls. And so, the legend of Mr. Beast's mansion grew, captivating the minds of thrill-seekers and skeptics alike. Some believed that Jimmy had fallen victim to the vengeful spirits of the past, while others dismissed it as a cleverly crafted publicity stunt. Whatever the truth, the mansion remained standing, a silent sentinel. Its windows like vacant eyes and its halls a maze of forgotten memories, waiting for the brave or foolish to step within and uncover its mysteries.